sponsored by William Hill, Infinitum, Newman and Everlast. The bout sanctioned and officials appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is Martin Flory. Inspectors working the bout are Brad Middleton and Terry Whitehouse. 3 judges score the contest at ringside. They are John Latham of Bury, Sean Messer of Dudley and Kevin Parker of Newark. Timekeeper on the bell is Tony Dunkley of Shrewsbury, and upon the sound of the bell, the third man in the ring is one of the world's finest. Introducing A-star referee Ian John Lewis of Doddington. Those are the officials and they are ready. The boxers are in their corners and they are ready. Firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, standing with his head trainer, Errol Johnson. On the scales, at 11 stone, 5 pounds, 8 ounces. He's wearing the black and gold shorts tonight and has 13 career victories, 2 draws and 2 defeats. He stands in the ring as a former Midlands area middleweight champion and 2 times English middleweight title challenger. He boxes at a Rowley Regis Wet Bissons. Introducing Tyler Denny. And across the ring stands his undefeated opponent, boxing out of the red corner tonight, standing there with his head trainer, Brendan Norman. On the scales at 11 stone, 5 pounds, 8 ounces, wearing the sky blue and white shorts. His professional fight record is perfect. 10 victories, including 5 going inside the scheduled distance. He stands in the ring as the reigning Midlands area middleweight champion. Tonight he makes his first challenge for an English title, and he makes it right here in his home city, where he is the Coventry Crusader, introducing the undefeated River Wilson Bent. Referee Ian John Lewis will now give his final instructions.
Boxers, I spoke to you both in the dressing room. I am the referee. Obey my command at all times. You both know the rules. Watch them heads, kick the punches up. And when I shall break, you break clean. And remember, defend yourselves at all times. Shake hands.
Febrile atmosphere here. Much at stake for these 2 men. River Wilson Bent in those sky blue colours of Coventry City against the awkward southpaw Tyler Denny. Important that Wilson Bent doesn't fall into all the traps that Denny's going to try and set him here.
Denny, tricky southpaw, he likes to just sit back, tries to force his opponents into making mistakes, overreach with the shots and then comes back with the counters. So yes, it's important that Wilson Bent doesn't come too much over that front foot. Got to hit the target like that. Can't afford to miss and fall in. It's quite a good start from River Wilson Bent at the moment.
We know all about his power. He can land clean that devastating knockout of Troy Coleman in another fight that was seen as a 50-50. Started brightly here against the shorter man, Denny.
You would think that Denny would prefer a contest on the inside. He's shorter. The height and reach advantage is with Wilson Bent, remember. But like I say, Denny likes to sit back, makes the opponent come over the front foot and then goes back with counters. He's tricky. But the height and reach is with Wilson Bent, but it all depends if he can hit the target and be accurate with the straight long shots.
As I said, it's his 3rd attempt to win this English middleweight title, stopped by Reece Cartwright, who we've just seen in action in September 2018, and then very, very close decision against Linus Adopia, who's going to books for the British title. Felix Cash has vacated. So it's a decent level, and as Bunsey intimated beforehand that given the level they boxed at, Denny would be the narrow favourite if you were going to pick someone. But of course there's the improvement potentially in Wilson Bent, the trajectory that he could be on.
That's why he's got to try and avoid Wilson Bent. When he throws those shots, if he falls in, that's when the gap is closed and the shorter man then will work on the inside. Got to try and maintain a gap with the long straight shots, as Wilson Bent. The kind of contest, if you make a mistake here, you're going to get punished.
A little bit of a flurried success for Denny, but Wilson Bent with a good opening round here.
Them little shots inside, move off the right, you don't like it. You won't like the pressure either. He's only got one shot, the right hand there in the middle, and I don't think that's... I thought it's fuck all. Yeah, but you've got to move off it, don't need to get caught off it. A little bit faster with your jab, yeah. Don't reach, bump down, not me, and step across so you get the left hand through.
To Errol Johnson with Tyler Denny.
Tighten up and hump. Free your hands, don't let him hold the same ref, what are you doing?
Here's Brendan Norman and River Wilson Bent.
You ready, Lee?
Round two. Wilson Bent, the taller man here, avoided the traps largely anyway in that first round. Denny trying to work his way into this. In it for the long haul, as he always is.
Those are the straight shots that Wilson Bent has got to concentrate on. Denny has got to try and close that gap, but he's got to try and make Wilson Bent miss with the straight shots. You see, that's accuracy, that's good work, and he's maintaining the gap then, is Wilson Bent. It's if he misses and falls in, that's when Denny will come back with fast counters and will close that gap down. That's why Wilson Bent, it's really important that he hits the target. Denny, on the other hand, has got to try and find a way to close that gap and get in on the inside.
Denny's never stopped anyone. He doesn't carry great power in there. It's great skill and awareness, ring craft. And we know that Wilson Bent does possess power. Jabs to the body there from Denny. And then a left hand from Denny. A little bit of success for him there.
Yeah, nice shot there from Denny. In that opening round, he opted to sit back, but this round has been a little bit more aggressive, so he's gone on that front foot a little bit more to close that gap down.
Another good shot from Denny. Really is working his way into this.
Bit of a slow jab, wasn't it, from Wilson Bent? Wasn't accurate, didn't hit the target. And Denny comes back with a nice fast sharp counter. So like I said, accuracy is so important for Wilson Bent. He's got to hit the target with those straight shots. If he misses, that's when Denny's going to come back. And that little short right up there just missed the target. But that will be a significant punch for Denny.
Denny corner enjoying this second round. Trying to back up Wilson Bent. A really good response this from Denny so far. Wilson Bent is trying to establish that jab again. from Wilson Bent to close out this second round.
He was well being in there. What did you let him in that last bit for? Silly little right hands. Manoeuvre off. To the right on the outside. You're catching him.
Make him reach for the shot so we can hit him with the counters. You've almost invited him onto you. Relax. Six it. Plan A. Out boxing. Remember which way you move is a fucking southpaw. You've been doing it since you're 13.
Jab over his angle. Jab over his jab. Yeah?
Then take your feet.
Well, there's no panic in there. River Wilson Bent corner. Let's take a look at some of the action, Richie.
I thought this was a good round for Denny. I thought he dragged Wilson Bent into that short and mid-range. This was towards the end of the round, so it was better work from Wilson Bent in the last 20 seconds or so, but Denny was catching him with shots like that, and for me, nicked the round.
Likes to take care of business early. River Wilson Bent extended beyond 6. Only a couple of his opponents, George Farrell and incredibly durable Gabor Gurbic.
Wilson Bent's just got to get slightly closer before he throws that jab, Dave. He's just throwing it from a little bit too far out, and occasionally Denny can see it coming. He's telegraphing the jab. If it hits the target, it looks a great punch, but he throws it from quite a distance out, sort of jumps in. There he is, look, you see, that's a typical example, right on cue. How he jumps in, and occasionally he totally misses, or sometimes he'll hit the target. He's just got to get a little bit closer with the feet.
Yeah, Ian John Lewis in there just telling Wilson Bent to be careful, and this is what Denny wants. Wants to try and tie him up. Again, Wilson Bent thinking he was going to hit the target and missing by some distance.
What Denny maybe should be coming back with, Dave, is either a short little sharp left hand or even a left uppercut. Just lay back, and if he comes over his front foot with that jab, just whip that left uppercut through the middle.
It's great movement that from Denny. Might have been a good opening round for River Wilson Bent, but now he knows he's in a fight.
That was a nice jab there from Wilson Bent. When he slows the pace down, it seems to suit him. Was that shot a little bit low? Yeah, the referee says it to keep the punches up. Must have been right on the borderline. It was a little bit touch low maybe from Wilson Bent. But when the pace is slow, it suits Wilson Bent better. Then he's got to up the pace, go through the gears a little bit more.
Uppercut there from Denny. Yeah. Bit of success to the body for Wilson Bent, but good sharp punch again there from Tyler Denny. This is where Denny wants it, on the inside. Again, Denny just beat Wilson Bent to the punch.
Been a better response, better round for Wilson Bent though, Dave. He's on that front foot a lot more in this round.
You're giving him too much length. He's scared to death, but you're letting him do what he wants a little bit. You're not taking centre and taking it off him. You're trying to do things from too far away, and you're missing, and then he'll bet you pay. Deep rest. Believe in your strength and your fitness. You can bully him. Yeah. Got me? Yeah. Start taking him down, but just move your head. But just throw him straight. Just don't go wild. Hit the target. Aim for the target. Got me?
That's Errol Johnson. And here's some of that action. A good round for Wilson Bent, Richie.
Yeah, a bit better from him. Just gets caught on the inside there. But their lovely jab through the middle from Wilson Bent, and he dictated the pace with that punch in that round.
Bunsey mentioned it, but Denny pulled off a terrific win against the punching preacher Derek Asazi. The one ultimate boxer. Not too many people saw that coming, but Denny proved awkward and got by on points and won it fairly clearly. He wants to pull off another upset here against the rated River Wilson Bent. Rated by some, but not all. But safe to say they've both got points to prove in there.
Wilson Bent again has started the round well. Denny's got to do a little bit more. We've got to go through the gears. Maybe go on that front foot, move that head, and put a couple of sustained attacks together to close that gap down. And this is where you've got to try and find room, Dave, on the inside. If you're the shorter man, there's a real art to boxing on the inside. It's not easy, but you know, good boxers in the past find a way. It's taking half a step back and trying to create a little bit of room on the inside rather than falling in and getting tangled with the arms. But it's very difficult. But if you're the shorter man, this is what he's got to do here, Denny. When he's in at close quarters, he's got to make it pay. This is where he's got to work here.
Well, Ian John Lewis is trying to let them fight up close. Right hook there from Denny. Remember, these might not be concussive shots from Denny, but they're scoring shots. Good clean punch.
Yes, and Denny realises now, doesn't he, that he's got to close that gap down. Got to get on that front foot. We spoke about it earlier, about sustaining a little bit of pressure. Move the head as he's going forward. That's what he's got to do to avoid the shots. Well, yeah, he's just had a bit of success there going forward.
Both trying to make each other pay for every mistake they make. Cagey. Denny with a good response here in round 4. There's an air-buddy flow to this fight already. Heads came close together, as often happens, of course, orthodox against southpaw.
Little mistake as well from Wilson Bent, throwing the right hand, and his right leg comes round and comes square. It was a mistake, it was a fault, but he got away with it. Can't afford to make those mistakes.
Screw it up!
And Denny can't afford to not make him pay for them too often. Here comes Denny.
You're not being effective on the inside. Why are you not throwing the hook on the inside? Come on, I want shots on the inside. If you're going to go in the inside, you've got to punch.
With him. Okay. He's not strong, is he?
Follow this.
So don't hold, mix it up.
Throw straight and little shots there. What, you're starting to fall in again. Deep breath.
Suck it up, come on.
Listen. Stop getting frustrated. Yeah. Got me? Just keep them straight. Boom. Through the middle.
Well, the arena is buzzing here in Coventry, but it's nervous for the home fighter, River Wilson Bent, who they've come to see, and here's some of the action. Here are some of the reasons why.
Yeah, close round. I thought Wilson Bent just probably did enough to win it. Denny's corner certainly not happy with their men, giving him a right roasting in that corner. It's close.
They both had the riot act read to them in the corners while you were away. Brendan Norman in the Wilson Bent corner wanted him to throw hooks on the inside, couldn't understand why he wasn't. And you heard the Denny corner, Wilson Bent has come out on the front foot, caught as he came in there. But it's positive intent from River Wilson Bent.
Denny's got more chance of landing that right hook as Wilson Bent's trying to land the jab, Dave. He's just got to slip to his right and then throw the right hook and avoid the jab. See there, he's just a little bit too far out, but if he can just slip that shot, that's going to close the gap and then come over the top then with the right hook.
talking to there. Bit of silliness. Ian John Lewis staying on top of it. Wilson Bent is struggling to land clean here. He's finding Denny every bit as hard as many thought he would. Good work there from Denny.
Yeah, it's the pace, Dave. When Denny increases the pressure, ups the tempo and pace, then he seems to have more success. When Wilson Bent slows it down, then he's the one who has the better of things. Better from Denny here.
When they came close then, the Wilson Bent corner was screaming at him to throw those punches. Good body shot there from Denny.
And he just crouched down, didn't he? Wilson Bent showed that he was hurt from that shot. Good body shot from Denny. He's got the bit between his teeth now.
Remember, Tyler Denny is by no means a big puncher, but he's an accurate one. Still a hurtful one.
And if you're coming forward, Dave, and then you walk onto a shot like that to the body, then, you know, the power's going to double up. It's going to affect you.
Yeah, the laws of physics dictate that. Goes to the body again there, Denny. Close round this so far with 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the body shots are definitely having an effect on Wilson Bent. And it's a great tactic against a moving boxer. You target the body, you slow those feet down. And that's what Denny's done in this round. Landed some good body shots.
That's good. You're not throw nothing. Pointless doing it. Keep using your feet, man. Don't let him get inside. Bang, bang, keep taking your feet around. Let's box this kid long, okay? Yeah. You're not punching on the inside, so we don't want to be there. Yeah, okay? Finish on the hook for me a couple of times, and he is there for an uppercut. The day you throw it, the day this fight's over. Yeah. You walk him onto an uppercut. It's there. Yeah. And finish on the hook off your 1-2. Jab, 1-2, 1-2, 3. We'll win you this fight. These feet, job done. We're going
drop that
English title. Don't.
Better round, I thought, from Denny. Lovely right hook from him there. Works well with the left hand and also to the body. Had some success, and there's Wilson Bent feeling that one.
Well, Brendan Norman's just told River Wilson Bent that the uppercut could win you this fight. Land that and it'll be over. Not sure it's going to be quite that easy. It might be proved wrong in the next 3 minutes, but we'll see. It's another good punch from Denny. Left hand over the top. And again he beats Wilson Bent to the punch.
Yeah, there's that right hook again from Denny. As Wilson Bent is trying to throw that jab, it's a weak jab. Doesn't really hit the target, and he gets caught with a better shot with the right hook. The corner of Wilson Bent have told him to throw the right uppercut, but he's got to try and bring Denny onto that shot as he's coming forward.
Wilson Bent starting to look a bit sorry for himself in there. Right hook again from Denny.
I think Wilson Bent now, Dave, he's struggling to keep Denny at bay. That's the problem he's got. Denny's getting more and more ambitious, more confident, closing the gap down, and he senses the victory. This is an important part of the contest now. Wilson Bent has got to try and maintain the gap and distance.
Denny backing him up again. Intriguing contest this, a sport of levels. Denny beaten twice, Wilson Bent unbeaten, but Denny has boxed and indeed won at a higher level. Not by much, but enough to make a difference. And we're maybe just seeing that gap tonight. Wilson Bent meant to be the improver, but he hasn't really improved here, and Denny on top at the moment.
Oh, that was a good right hand there from Wilson bent down.
Terrific right hand. Denny responded and then he holds on. That's the punch they've been waiting for in the Wilson bent corner. There's a cut on the left eye though, and Denny's going to target that. Looked like a bad cut there for Wilson bent. Look at this from Denny. Oh, Wilson bent's in trouble here.
Incredible contest this. Denny gets caught with a big right hand, but then catches Wilson bent with that hook. It's caused a cut, and now it's totally changed again. The referee's going to have a look at it.
Caused by a punch, there was no clash of heads.
Definitely a right hook that caught Wilson bent, but just before that he delivered a superb right hand himself.
He's going to let them box on. Doctor's had a look at it, but just to make it clear, if the fight stopped because of that cut, Denny's the winner. Clash of heads would be a different story. Denny has been lifted by it. And he aims for the eye again. Seconds tick away here in round 6.
Another good right hook from Denny. It's landed. Great round of boxing. At one point it looked like Wilson bent, but Denny's come back and took the round for me.
Okay, gonna leave the gum shield in, mate. Okay, deep breath. Okay, listen to me. We got a box long, mate.
How many rounds we got?
We got 4 more rounds, okay? But you can't keep slipping on the inside. What round we on? What round is it? Clash of heads. You've got to keep winning these rounds off that jab of 1-2, okay? Discuss to the scorecards. We got to be up.
We'll get pressure on that club.
Yeah. Okay. Off the jab, we got to win them.
So Denny then just gets on his bike here, hits the target downstairs, walks onto a cracking right hand there. So then let's have a look. Denny responds. We think that's where the cut may have come from, but we're not too sure.
Great drama here as we move into round 7. They've done their best with that cut to the eye of Wilson bent.
All of a sudden Denny has realised that he's got to keep going forward and get close to Wilson bent. A lot of the contest Wilson bent has boxed well at range, but now Denny, he's the confident, seems that the confidence is with him. He's going forward, he's trying to close that gap. And Wilson bent, his guard is still a little bit down here and there. He's a little bit ragged occasionally, and if he gets back to the ropes, that's where he's going to have problems. He's got to try and stay in the centre of the ring, Wilson bent, and stay off those ropes.
Just to be clear, it wasn't clear to us. Apparently the indication was the cut was caused by a clash of heads, in which case it would go to the scorecards if it was stopped. Denny's still targeting it.
Yeah,
and it's getting bad now, I tell you.
Again, a good right hook on that cut there from Denny. The referee again is going to have a look at it. It's a bad cut, you see, Dave, because the blood is running into the eye.
Well, they're celebrating here. Ian John Lewis has stopped it. There's some confusion. Tyler Denny celebrates. Scorecards, he's saying. Ian John Lewis, we were told clash of heads, and he's asking for the scorecards here. They're celebrating, but they've no right to celebrate. Now, how have you got it, Richie? It's going to the cards.
It's going to the cards, and I've got it three rounds apiece after 6.
Well, this is going to take a while. Is this the clash of heads where it happened? Let's have a look. Yeah. think that's where the cut happens.
Let's have a look again. Yeah, the head. Maybe that's there where the clash happens. There's definitely a rubbing of the heads together. There seems to be a little nick below the eye, if anything, and then that sort of opens up. So it's like a little blister, if anything, Dave. But there's a cut on the eyelid. That's a bad position. The blood runs into the eye, impairs the vision. The referee had to stop that.
It's an interesting one because it still wasn't clear cut.
It's the right
I think the punch
decision,
did
Dave.
some damage as well, but it is the right decision.
It's the right decision by the referee. Let's get that right. But it's how that cut has been caused where the confusion is.
The clash of heads, even though this is the problem with the communication, they thought the Denny corner, it was caused by a punch, which is why they celebrated. We will go to the cards. And it'll take a while to get it together. I can see Paul Booth and Ian John Lewis in conversation. Must be a strange feeling for Denny. All of that adrenaline up in the corner, celebrating.
And the momentum seemed to be with him. He was getting more and more confident. He seemed to be finding a way to get to Wilson Bent. And then the cut has occurred. But it's a close contest, whichever way you look at it. And if it does go to the judges' scores, it could go either way. It could even be a draw.
It could be. Be interesting to see how they got it. I had Denny in front, you had it level. Was Denny starting to warm to the task? And you can see that he's still trying to work out these scores. Just down to the left of the picture there, that's where the drama is going on, as it were. Paul Booth is down there. Funny when he's sitting there as an MC, job apparently done for the time being, and suddenly he's right in the middle of it. They still think they've got it. Of course, it's an unsatisfactory ending for everyone, but it was a good fight while it lasted, and what a round that last round was.
It was a cracking contest, it really was. It's good to see. There was a lot of needle there before the fight, but now giving each other the respect they deserve, and that's what makes the sport just the best sport in the world, Dave, for me.
Absolutely, that's why you love it, because for all the talk, for all the nonsense, for all the stupidity, they've still got great respect. Now Ian John Lewis is ready. Paul Booth is not quite ready. Just let him get into the ring and we'll see how they've got it. He's going to make sure, so we'll just hold fire and I'll let Paul recover his equilibrium there. Still just one final calculation as he gets into position. And finally, clear of the throat, and I think we're ready to find out. Here he is, our MC, Paul Booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official end of this contest falls at 1 minute 27 seconds of round number 7. Referee Ian John Lewis has stopped the contest due to the cut on the eye of River Wilson Bent. The cut was caused by an accidental clash of heads. Therefore, we go to the judges' scorecards. Sean Messer has the contest at 68 points to 65 points in favour of River Wilson Bent. Kevin Parker has the contest at 67 to 66 in favour of Tyler Denny. And John Latham is unable to separate the boxers and score it 67-67. The official verdict is a draw.
So it's a draw. Tyler Denny thinks he got it. He thinks that he caused the cut. He's so frustrated by it. He thinks he was ahead as well. But there is the unsatisfactory ending. We'd like to see it again. That's one thing that we would say, and I'm sure that we will, but the debate continues to rage in here, and there's going to be much talk about this. Well, there you have it. The result is a draw.